When there is a war in Europe, where does the money run to for safety? It runs to New York. When there is fear in the Middle East, what do investors buy? They buy US Treasury bonds. So the United States has a perverse incentive. Peace is bad for business. Chaos keeps the dollar strong. Elon Musk says he wants to fix the US economy. But the US economy is currently built on two things: debt and war. If he cuts the debt, the economy crashes. And if he stops the wars, the demand for the dollar disappears. This is the corner they have painted themselves into. They need the chaos to survive. But the rest of the world is tired of paying the price. We are tired of importing American inflation. We are tired of our interest rates going up because the Federal Reserve made a mistake. The efficiency of the American empire has always been based on inefficiency for the rest of us. They feast and we pay the bill. But now the bill is too high, and the customers are walking out of the restaurant. And this brings us to the greatest irony of our time. History will likely look back at this moment and say, the man who did the most to destroy the American empire was the American president. I have a theory that I call the involuntary unifier. You see, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, we are very different. We have different cultures, different political systems, different interests. Under normal circumstances, it would be very difficult for us to unite. But we have one thing that brings us together: fear of the United States. Donald Trump and Elon Musk believe in America first. They believe that by slapping tariffs on allies and threatening everyone with sanctions, they are making America strong. But what they are actually saying to the world is, you are on your own. Every time Mr. Trump signs a tariff order, he is not protecting American industry. He is sending a commercial advertisement for the BRICS alliance. He is telling Brazil, you cannot trust us. He is telling India, you need a backup plan. So, while Washington fights over wokeism and efficiency, we have been quietly building the plumbing for a new world. We call it the R5. It is a proposal for a new common currency: the riel, the ruble, the rupee, the renminbi, and the rand. Now listen carefully, because the Western media will lie to you about this. They will say we are trying to create a new euro. They will say it is impossible. We are not trying to replace your local currency. You will still use reais in Brazil and rupees in India. The R5 is designed to be a unit of account for trade. Think of it like a digital token. Instead of Brazil selling soy to China in dollars and risking those dollars being frozen by a judge in New York, we trade in R5. We back this currency not with faith like the US dollar, but with a basket of real assets and bonds guaranteed by our 5 nations. It is a safety net. It is a bunker. The United States has spent 80 years building a golden cage for the global economy. They gave us the dollar, but they kept the key. Now, Elon Musk is panicked because he sees the cage is rusting. He is trying to weld it shut with austerity and efficiency, but he is too late. Because of his aggressive policies, because of the weaponization of the dollar, the rest of the world is no longer trying to fix the cage. We are building a key to open the door. This brings the entire argument home. It moves away from the specific news about Elon Musk and delivers the final diagnosis for the viewer. Mr. Musk is a brilliant man. He has built rockets that can land themselves. He has revolutionized the electric car. But he is about to learn a very painful lesson. You cannot engineer your way out of a Ponzi scheme. The United States has enjoyed what we economists call the exorbitant privilege. For 80 years, they could print paper and buy the world's resources. They could run deficits that would destroy any other nation. They believed this privilege was eternal. They believed the credit card had no limit. But the nightmare that Elon Musk discovered in the books is simply the bill coming due. The United States will eventually have to make a choice between two devastations. They can either default on their debt, tell the world we cannot pay, which would bankrupt the global financial system instantly, or they can inflate their way out. They can print the money to pay the debt, making every dollar in your pocket worth less and less. History tells us they will choose inflation. It is the coward's way out. It is the slow death. So the efficiency you see on the news, it is theater. It is rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic while the band plays God Bless America. The transition to a multipolar world will be messy. It will be dangerous. The golden cage is breaking, and the beast inside is frightened. But you do not have to be frightened. You just have to be prepared. If you want to understand the new system that is rising to replace the dollar, and if you want to know how the R5 will actually work, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. The world is changing fast, and the mainstream media is still watching the theater. Here, we watch the reality.